Mike Harney, and I'm welcoming my baby brother.
Paul Harney, Mike Harney. What do you got to say, Mike?
Well, I'm very happy that your classmate there was able to find you.
Gomer Pyle.
Gomer, yep. And so that was good. That
Invisible fence king of the Northeast, Mike.
Well, he's a good man.
How do you feel about invisible fences?
Well, it feels good because John's in front of the camera.
Tegan said invisible fences don't exist. They don't exist, Mike.
In what sense?
She said magic doesn't exist. I said that's a bad time with Christmas coming up. Holiday spirit is all about
You'd think at age
magic.
5 she would like magic.
That's what I told. Well, and when I put it, I reconfigured it for her.
All right.
And refocused her mind.
When are we going to get her to come on? Maybe, Alex, we should get Cora.
Maybe next weekend.
We talked about. I mean,
Maybe next week, holiday week.
have Bourbon and Tegan.
They
We could
could
have
be
the two
on.
of them. Yeah, they could be. They could do a better job than me and you, maybe.
Probably. We're not going to be on Thanksgiving Day, are we? We're going to be on Turkey Day?
I don't think so.
Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
Which day?
Or Friday, Mike.
Black Friday?
Black Friday or Wednesday.
All right.
Now, what do you want to do? Wednesday's better, right?
Wednesday might be better.
There you go.
Wednesday. Yep.
Friday gets a little crazy.
All right. Well, we started our holiday promotions already, Paul. Huh?
We did. We had Black Friday last Friday, as they say.
But we'll have it next Friday too.
Yep.
So we're trying to work that out. But today
You got to get it while you can, Mike. It's a finite supply.
You know, we ran through some gifts, though, Paul.
That's what I mean. It's
We
a
ran through 3 or
finite
4
supply.
Yep.
I'm not joking.
Well, we made up 30% more of certain gifts, and they still already gone.
How'd you come up with that 30% number, Mike?
We went out to Las Vegas with our controller,
Yeah. Joe.
and Joe said, "Put it on 30."
Joe went to Sammy Hagar.
Is that good or bad?
Went to see Sammy Hagar, and he went on the Globe. No, the Orb. 30 minutes to take a round the Orb in Vegas.
Well, we have a place in Vegas, don't we?
We do. We have a warehouse in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, my friend.
Yep.
North Las Vegas.
Well, today we got a couple of things we actually want to do. First, we want to say happy birthday to Nina. There we go, Nina.
Happy birthday, Nina.
We never get to see her. She's so rude. She won't come
Yeah.
and say hi to us.
No.
So then the other thing is that we gave away some things just downstairs.
42 turkeys. 7 fresh ones. How many frozen, Mike?
35.
Look at that. Boom.
That's an education right there.
Yeah,
Paul.
yep. 7
Ivy
fresh
League.
ones, 35 frozen.
Right. So we have some teas in front of us, Paul. So we'll start with you being the young guy here. What is you drinking?
Well, no, I'm drinking a delicious one, and this is a Japanese whiskey, which who doesn't like Japanese whiskey? And this is a black tea with a little Japanese whiskey infused with Japanese whiskey, and it's stunningly delicious.
It's a rare tea because there's mostly green tea made in Japan, Paul. You know.
Well, that's it. But it's got a great back note of some whiskey, and you almost feel like you're drinking whiskey without the whiskey. That's kind of like Pops used to make lobster bisque without the lobster, Mike.
Huh. Well, that's good news. So, do you know where in Japan that's from?
No. Do you know
John-
where it's from?
John's got a new system. I'm not used to his new system. I just couldn't figure out why the camera was not looking at the tea because John's got a new. You seen his new system?
Oh, look at that. You see? Well, he's trying to get involved. He's trying to make this all happen.
It's on a whiskey barrel, Paul.
And it's on a bourbon whiskey barrel. Big Daddies. No, Granddaddies.
Actually, it's Cruzan rum. But there you go.
Is it?
Yes, I already did this. I know it. It's on the top, at least. It says
There you
Cruzan.
go.
Which, coming from the Virgin Islands, I'm very
Alexander Hamilton.
happy. That's right, St. Croix.
There you go, Mike. Come on, you see?
Yep, that was where Cruzan is from.
I know. See?
Well, when you went to see Hamilton for the 3rd time, you figured that out, or what?
I know.
This guy today was just talking to me about the Federalist Papers.
There you go. And he wrote a lot of them. Alexander was prolific, Mike. Prolific.
Right. Right. For posterity.
Yes.
Or posterity, probably.
I think it was posterity.
Yep. Okay, so that's the first tea there.
Well, we didn't figure out where it was from in Japan.
Well, it's from the tea growing area.
Well, we got that going for us.
Yep.
Yosoba. Shisoka.
She got soaked.
Shisoka.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's a very nice tea, and it's hard to get, because we were out of it for a while, quite some time.
And we, of course, have our own Harney and Sons infused whiskey one that comes out only on around Father's Day.
Limited time offer.
LTO, as they say in the trade.
Right. So, Alex, of course, if people have questions, they can.
Now's the time, Alex.
Now they can come up. We.
Well, all right. Well, let's get into it. No questions yet so far, though. But Rita says she loves our tea.
Well, Rita, thank you. Thank you. That's fantastic news.
Tea Time on YouTube says, "Hey guys," and waves.
Who's that?
Tea Time. I don't know. We'll have to check them out.
All right.
Well, what's the next tea, Mike? You want to talk about this great?
Well, hold on. We got
Oh.
Victoria from Mississippi saying hello. And then,
Great state of Mississippi.
and then a certain John wants to know, how does Japanese whiskey compare to black cask bourbon?
Well, we make our own black cask bourbon here, and then we buy this as a finished product. So it's a Japanese black tea. So that the other tea is not a Japanese black tea. It would be a Chinese black tea.
Well said, Mike.
And also the cans are bigger, Paul.
We got that going for us, and I think most people would find that ours might have a bit more of a bourbon pop, because Japanese whiskey has a little different take on.
Well, it's also they make it a little bit differently. So,
There's a little rounder, maybe, a little
Right.
rounder.
Right. So what we'll take, that gives us some homework assignment, Paul. Now that
We'll
got
do
the
some
freshman in.
research. We'll go head mono o mono. Except that one's
What's
empty.
it smell?
Smells like empty tin.
All right.
Well,
Leslie wants to know if we still have the Moroccan mint tea.
oh, do we have the Moroccan mint tea? That's like, do we have air?
That's
Yes.
one of our older ones, Paul.
Yes,
Almost as old as you.
yes. MM, as they say in the trade.
So the next tea that we're going to talk about is this King of Bai Mudan. And so that Bai means white, and Mudan is the style there that they make it in. So it's a white tea from Fujian. So we got that earlier in the year from Fujian province, but we ran out of it and we had to buy some more. So we want to thank everyone for buying that. That's the one in the middle, John, right? Yes, John says that's right. So we have a white tea here, we have a green tea, and then we have a black tea.
And we just talked about the black tea.
Wow, so we don't have to
that?
talk about it again.
See?
So this is a very light tea, and it's got a lot of nice sweetness to it. And if you look at it, it's got a lot of hair on it, if you will. The buds, maybe come over here, John, I'll get you a bud. Do you want bud or you want Miller Lite? All right, so there's a bud, John. And if you, it has trichomes on it, hair, which, Paul, where else do we see trichomes?
Hemp.
Hemp, all right. Hemp. So it's on hemp too. So the trichomes are a way that the plant uses to defend itself so bugs don't eat it. And sometimes they break off. So we have people say, oh, there's mold on my tin. And really what it is it's the trichome that's broken off. And
It attached itself.
Well, it's because of static electricity, Paul.
Yep.
Did you
yep.
study static electricity
I
at
did.
Salisbury?
I did.
I thought you didn't make it above geometry.
That's I believe that's science, not math, but possibly I could be wrong.
All right. All right.
It was not my best subject.
Which one?
Probably. Any of them. So we do have a nice gift too, Mike. You don't want to talk a little gifting?
Sure,
Because it is
sure,
the
sure.
holiday season.
All right.
This is tea for a season, if you will. And this is $39.95, not on a Black Friday deal.
There you go. Yeah, I was thinking there was something wrong with that.
There we go. We're getting a little
More
there
color,
we
less
go.
wash.
So you
out.
got a holiday tea, a celebration tea, a white Christmas tea, and a gingerbread festival.
Which they just made some fresh gingerbread up today.
They did. They did indeed. It just smelled like heaven out there.
Right.
It smelled like heaven.
Right. And which one of those is your favorite, Paul?
Gingerbread festival.
Because I mentioned it last, or what?
No, I love that gingerbread festival. It reminds me of Olive Dubois, who used to work for our father at the White Hart Inn, and she had a gingerbread village, Mike, that she would put together. And as a young man, I would steal over there and try to eat that gingerbread. And I can only tell you, gingerbread from a gingerbread village, not that good, Mike.
No, because she's got it on cardboard.
It's tough. It's tough for a lot of different reasons. It's old. Some of it's a couple years old because she saved that stuff for the next year, Mike.
Yep. Olive Dubois. What did she call your older brother?
Boss.
The boss.
That
Actually,
was her son, her husband.
Yes,
Jim
right,
Dubois
Jim,
called him
the boss.
boss.
I had to make sure you had
Boss, not the boss. Called him boss.
boss. Like you mean after Ponderosa?
Yeah, boss.
Oh, speaking of the White Hart Inn,
Puppy,
Hello, how are you?
what's happening?
our blender's over there. Actually, if we have just a quick little thing we have over here, John, is we just got in a container of herbs, John.
Yeah.
Can you get it? Urgh. So we have some, here's some goji berry over here that just came in. Here's some, got to read it? I thought it was apple pieces. And then this is,
Are those from the Hudson Valley? Hudson River Valley, those apple pieces?
yep. No, I think they're probably from Turkey. This is
Turkey.
rose hips. We got some lemongrass cut and sipped, CNS. Some Crowder Mix marigold peels. And here's some milk thistle, Paul. You ever have much milk thistle?
I've not had a lot of milk thistle, Mike.
All right. And then here's all the cinnamons.
Al and I were drinking some
Actually,
cinnamon
you
today.
call it nutmeg, actually. You could call it nutmeg today, though. That nutmeg is tough
Oh,
to
they
drink
got
by itself.
they got cinnamon at the end.
All right. Well, we get that from a great guy over in Germany
Ah, that stuff's
who does
good.
a good job for us. So, and then we had Santos.
Man, that
just
one
brought up-
cinnamon's better.
Which one's better?
I don't want to say anything, but
And then he just brought up a blend he made with
milk thistle.
palm court, Paul.
Who doesn't like palm court?
Oh, and here's some chaga mushroom for you.
We're out of that. I saw the flow report. Hyro! Come. What's happening? What do you got over there? Apple
There you go.
juices.
How much do you put in there, Hyro?
2.2.
2.2 grams.
Yes.
All right. Now your daughter just won a turkey, huh?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Al, do we have questions? People might have questions.
They are pouring in. Well, Suwana McKinnon on YouTube says hello, and she actually is asking about what our shipping charges are to Canada. Or
Oh, I
if she
think,
could, if she could ask a question about our shipping charges to Canada.
We have it right on the web, but I believe it's 2.5 US.
$25.
So we'll
Which
start.
really
we'll
is a
start-
great value because,
It could be 25 Canadian.
yep, that's true, Mike.
Great value. Okay. Well, moving on. Victoria is looking for a nice, sweeter green tea. Any suggestions?
Well, we have right in front of us a nice sweet green tea called Yuzu Sancha, which we get from Kagoshima area, right, Peter?
Yes.
Yeah, we get it from the southern island there, Kyushu. What do you think of that, Paul?
It's nice. It's very nice. We attempted to make a rosemary yuzu seltzer for the hemp division last week or this week actually, and it was not the best.
So,
We're
we
gonna have to work on it more.
Oh,
But that yuzu's
what about the
very
Greek?
nice.
The Greek.
It was
wild
high
Greek?
on rosemary, and rosemary.
Rosemary's a strong herb.
It's strong and it gets stronger.
What were you doing with it? Rosemary and
Yuzu. Rosemary,
What is yuzu?
And 20 milligrams of seiba day, Mike.
what's yuzu, Paul?
Yuzu is a Japanese lemon.
Actually, it's all over. It's China, Korea, don't forget Taiwan, and Japan.
Well, I believe that the Japanese, Mike, use it the most, though. That's what I heard.
Yuzu the most.
Yeah, the yuzu. The
Yuzu it, I zoo it.
Ours was Japanese, but to be honest, it was very hard to taste the yuzu because there was a lot of rosemary. We got to go back to the drawing board on that, Mike.
Well, Paul, we were doing some research on Monday, I believe, weren't we?
Yeah.
On the wild herb.
On a wild herb, yep. We were doing, we were doing,
Greek wild tea.
yes, Greek mountain tea. We've got a couple different sources from a couple of our Greek friends.
Elvira, they
And-
mentioned her name, that they gave it to her, but she wouldn't run with it.
Yep. And so we got 4 different sources that I'm rattling around to see what we can come up with to get ourselves some of that.
George.
That there Greek mountain tea, which
Right.
is delicious. It was delicious, wasn't it, Mike?
It was nutritious.
Yep.
So the yuzu is it's a new one from us. It's the same guys that do our golden genmaicha, and it is it's a subtle yuzu. I mean, some people say, "Oh, I can't really smell it," but it's sort of a fun tea that's there. So that's the tea that we're going to give away today is the yuzu, Paul. That's our giveaway, which is this the green one, John, right? Yeah, and it's got little yuzu pieces in it. So for the first 5 people that come up with Shannon's last name, Shannon Meyer's last name.
Oh, we already did that.
Oh, I know, but we can't come up with anything unusual. We're not smart enough to come up with this week's. All right, we're going to come up with something better. What's Paul's first name?
No, what's the weather going to be like in Salisbury, Connecticut on Thanksgiving Day?
That's too far in the future.
No, they could
We need
look
to
on the
find
weather
something that we can actually just like
We have to win. That's why I
today.
said.
Today. It's a
They
today
have to win
thing.
something today,
Oh.
Paul.
Well, they could tell us what it's supposed
Well, what's the weather here in Millerton, New York? There you go.
Where is he from?
Well,
No, no,
Mike-
we're gonna do the
Mike
guest-
just said it's from everywhere, apparently. It's not even from Japan anymore. He's expanded it.
Give us the
It's
weather-
from
give us the weather in-
Southeast Asia.
Give us the weather in Millerton, New York at 3:15 Eastern Standard Time. And you
Within
can
5
win.
degrees.
Well, they can look it up online. It's not very hard.
Well, within 5 degrees, though, Mike. You got to be within 5 degrees. Well, if they're not within 5 degrees.
And
Weather for-
then make sure they know to email it.
Okay, they email it to, what is it, Paul at Harnity's?
That's it. That's it. Paul at Harney Tees. Email me.
Email it to Michael at Harney Tees, because Paul will just put it in the outbox. Spam. So Michael at Harney Tees, and the first 5 get a tin of yuzu, Japanese yuzu green tea, which is essential from the southern island. And then they put in the yuzu pieces. And I don't believe they flavor it, so that's why people don't really like it. They like it, but it doesn't have a very strong flavor.
That's a tough
Of
one.
yuzu.
Tough one. Tough one. Tough to recover from something like that. It is quite nice. It is, especially if you like sencha. It's delicious.
Yes, it's a southern
You're
sencha.
not going to get bowled over by the yuzu.
Well, you want to put some rosemary in it?
Yep. These guys should hang out with me.
Okay.
So Eric is saying you had me at Japanese whiskey. Eric actually is very prolific here.
Is this Eric that works for us out in the West?
Eric
You know, Las
Chastain?
Vegas?
Eric Chastain?
Okay.
No.
No, not Eric Vegas. He says Japanese whiskey doesn't taste like whiskey like the black cask bourbon. It's more of a smoky kind of thing, right? Is what he
Yes.
said. And then he said, of course, we all like this one. Gingerbread Festival makes great lattes.
Oh, yes, it does.
You get-
Barnes & Noble does a nice latte with that there gingerbread festival.
You know what we tried on Sunday night, Paul, was the chocolate chai supreme.
Latte?
Where you put it with the chocolate oat milk. And it was a winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner, Mike.
I was about to say that, but I wanted to leave you something to talk about.
There you go. That's it.
Hildy wants to know if there's any chance you'll ever put decaf Paris in sachets. It is so delicious and wish I could enjoy it on the go when I can't enjoy it loose.
Not today. What was her name?
Hildy.
Hildy, not today.
And that's a
Maybe-
family name, Paul Hildy.
Yes, maybe in the future, but not today.
And then this is G. Davis says, I'm absolutely in love with your decaffeinated teas, such as Rooibos and the Vanilla Komoro. The green tea with ginger and coconut was delightful. Is it discontinued? Did we ever make that tea in decaf?
What?
No.
Bangkok? Or
No.
coconut? No, we never made it. But the original, you can still get the original tea. Is the answer to that.
What is the question?
The question is,
There wasn't
was it discontinued? But I don't think it was ever made into decaf.
You mean Bangkok? Or
Yeah, Bangkok.
Oh, yeah, no, never been into that. Paul seems to be in love with the gojis. Paul, we have to keep some for the samples.
Yep.
And then Eric again chimes in with appreciating all the new Fujian and Yunnan black teas. Hope to try them all.
Yeah, no, we get some great teas from Fujian.
And then we started getting guesses about the weather. They'll start emailing you, I'm sure.
What kind of guesses we got out?
Sunny,
Sunny.
cold.
I don't know. I'm going to get the answer right now. So
Not cold. Not cold. Is it cold, Johnny? No. No. Not
no,
cold.
yeah, no, I got the weather right here, Paul.
There you go. Not cold. Not cold.
Okay.
And then Beverly was just saying she just got her order of tea bags for Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving vacation to Florida. So she said thanks.
Ah, man, that's fantastic. Where's she going? I was just talking to our cousins in Sarasota, sunny Sarasota this morning.
Is that what they say, sunny Sarasota?
Sunny Sarasota, Mike.
I was on the Peloton and the lady in front of me said sunny Sarasota. So, where's it? What town is that? Sarasota.
Well, you know,
Saratoga.
cousin Timmy's girlfriend's name is Sunny, so that could have been her.
Maybe. She looked a little young for sunny.
Well, possible.
Right. Okay, so we've talked about the 3 teas, and
We got another gift over
we
here.
got a white
Mike.
tea. Yep, we
Mike,
got a
you
white
got a
tea,
gift over on your
green
side.
tea, and that. So this is the H&S. I don't know what that stands for. H&S best sellers, 20 count. So we have the hot cinnamon. John, you got it? Let me move the book down. Book never served a purpose, did it? Huh? So we got the hot cinnamon, the Earl Grey, the Paris, and the English breakfast. So you got some of our most I guess it's our 4 most popular teas. I think it's our best sellers at Harney & Sons. The other thing that we have going on in this particular set is this is one of the areas, Paul, that we're moving into the cane of sugar.
Yes, we are.
And the
The
classic.
classic line is moving into sugarcane, and slowly
50
but
count?
surely, the 50 count sachets are almost all anything new. Anything after, I believe, September has been packed with glorious sugar cane.
Which doesn't have any sort of problems if you're a diabetic, Paul.
Nope.
My son's
None
a
of that.
diabetic.
None of that.
I'm getting to like this stuff. I don't know why you don't like it.
I've been drinking it. I drank half the pot. It's good. It's earthy. It's I drink sencha every morning. A little of that.
They drink that Vietnamese.
No, that's when I get here, Mike. But when I wake up,
Oh, you're like your old man.
crack of dawn, I have some scent of the mountains.
Oh, you like that one, huh?
Yes.
Have you tried the other one we have?
No.
What's the other one, Chica? Scent of the Mountain and l'autre. No, the one that's from the same thing, sort of mountain. No, we already got that. No, another one. All right, well, this is not it. You don't win the contest. It says mountain on it or scent on it somehow. It's the one we get from Cabarugian. One other. No, there's an outro. All right, we'll forget about it. Maybe that'll be next week's quiz.
That's it. But anyways, I drink scent of the mountains, and then I follow it up with a little Queen Catherine. That's how I get it rocking.
What happened to Supreme Breakfast?
Supreme Breakfast. I don't know. Right now I'm on Queen Catherine, but I'll come back to Supreme Breakfast. I'm a fan.
Okay. Mist of Kawani, Paul. Have you tried Mist of
Definitely
Kawani?
got the
I'll
word-
try
definitely got
that.
the word
That'll be my
mountain
next
in it.
tin. I have not tried that one.
Misty Mountain.
All right. Well, we'll try that out. I'll report back. Scent of the mountain is delicious.
Yep. Well, we had that, and everyone loves it. So we said, what else can we do? And we came up with Mist of Kawani.
Yep.
Kawani, Paul, is going up from it goes up into the Alps, the Japanese Alps.
Yeah. I used to drink a lot of Gyokuro, but that stuff's getting kind of pricey. Like, it's kind of steep, Gyokuro. Right?
Well, it's always been an expensive tea.
Yeah, it's getting
It's
up
hard
there,
to be
man.
it's hard to
getting
be
up
number
there, man.
one and be cheap, Paul.
That's it. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. For an everyday drinker, you can't be.
Well, I mean, the price is right. We're expecting in soon my favorite teas,
Well,
which
you
are
discount, Mike.
somehow you get a 100% discount. But we are expecting in the new Assams, right, Peter?
Yes, they just told me we're completely out of small Assam right now.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm toughing it out with Irish breakfast. Yep. Okay, questions before we wrap up?
Danny is saying he loves the Kenilworth and Palm Court.
Ah, well, we were just blending Palm Court, Mike.
How's the Palm Court taste? Get the Palm Court, Paul.
There we go. Thank you.
It's got a little bit of oolong in it, Paul.
Yes, it does. That's, as Norwood would say, that is a blender's crutch, Mike.
Which one?
Oolong.
Why?
Because they put it in everything. A little splash will do you. A crutch. Master Pratt would say a crutch.
So, and then the Kenilworth we get from this nice family, Paul. We've just started doing business with them, and they went up to Kenilworth, and they're getting, because you've been there, Kenilworth.
Yes.
I saw your name there in the guest book.
A couple times, Mike.
Saw your name in the guest book, and but we have to work hard to get a tea that you're familiar with, because it's sometimes they let the standards slip.
That's true. That's true. Well, no, it's tough. It's tough. Plus, you got global changes in climate. It's complicated, Mike.
Yep.
Not easy.
Yep.
We can learn that just from our hemp fields.
They weren't the way they like 10 years ago. They
It's
were
not
different.
the same. Nothing is the same.
Nothing. Your kids the same?
They're changing every day. These guys.
Eric says he's a big fan of the Colombian green, underrated tea and growing region for sure.
Oh yeah.
Where's that
Colombia
from,
green.
Beta? Somewhere in Colombia. Why do we have a Colombia to say
See-
somewhere in
see-
Colombia? I could have
see,
said that.
we'd
It's right there in Colombia.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Tabitha is saying she can't wait to try the Queen Catherine, just waiting for the sample size to become available again.
Wait for the what?
Sample size.
Sample size.
Oh.
Those samples are tough. We're always struggling to keep some samples in stock. Not so easy, Mike.
Oh, hi, Maria.
And John needs to know, or would like to know, will there be a live with Mike and Paul next week?
Who's asking that? John here?
Just there's a John on the chat. Like, let's not.
I think it's
Not
I think
overthink
it's
it.
Yes,
exceeded
we're going to
that
be here.
question.
We're going to be here. We're
Next
gonna be here
Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
Next
time, Paul?
Wednesday.
3 p.m.
3
3 p.m.
And we're supposed to be graced with the presence of somebody important
When?
next week at Wednesday at.
Tegan and Corabelle, we said.
Are we gonna do that?
Can we do that?
We can try that.
we can try.
Oh, Corbell won't make that one, probably.
Well, she'll have to make it happen. Command performance, as they say in the world. Well, we thank you very much. We wish you a pleasant day. Don't forget the gifts. And we do have those holiday promotions continuing.
And then don't forget to email Mike.
Oh, don't forget to email Mike
The
with
weather.
the weather, which I
Village
checked
in New
out.
York.
Right.
Remember, you
What-
gotta be
what are you
within
giving
5
away?
degrees.
What are you giving away?
5 tins of this.
Yuzu.
Sorry,
No,
this
but you
one.
only get one, Mike.
You only get 1 tin. 5 of those, though.
Last question. We got 30 seconds here.
There you go.
Tara wants to know, what is our smokiest tea? Is there anything smokier than lapsang?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. That is as smoky as they get, and this is the time of year you want to be drinking lapsang because it's fall and it's perfect.
Is your new house going to have a wood fire, Paul?
Yeah, yes, of course. You got to have fire, Mike. You must have fire.
All right. Great. Thank you.
Thank you all.
All right.